know. I decided, since I had been framing it the other way, it might be nice to have just a different perspective of the room, since we're doing this more often, and I welcome feedback. And hopefully you got your playlist, and if you didn't, let me know in the comments and I can send it in there. Okay, great. We'll begin in about 3 minutes. So like I said, I flipped the room. I'm in the same room that I always am in, except for the back side is that cedar or whatever it is, that knotty wood, for those of you who've been practicing consistently for the last 5 weeks. And something I wanted to share for the practice today is reframing, right? So as we're settling into the newness, how do you reframe? And the practice is great because it reminds us all the time, the invitation, is to really reframe. And reframing looks, feels, and is an understanding of just widening the perspective. I'm just down here to the comments. Oh, I didn't know that Spotify had advertising. So that's good to know. I want to let you know, because I know some teachers are doing this, I could stream the music through the computer, but I have gotten feedback from several students that they like it to be silent because they just want to hear the instructions. So if that's not you, and there are a majority that really do want to hear it and don't have Spotify, you can send me a private email or whatnot. This is a great moment for me to announce book club with Anna, Meta 200-hour Meta retreat the last weekend in October, 40-day challenge with Jessie, cardio core with Robin on Sundays 12:15 to 1:15, and yoga nidra Saturdays in the evening, the perfect rest 7 to 8 p.m. This is great for all, especially if you don't have an existing yoga practice and you think, feel, and know, I just want to be still. So there you have it. Okay. So I'm happy to be here with you. As you begin to breathe and take the shape that's either reclined or seated, find space in your body to land in your practice, okay? So you're deepening your breath in and out. And as you're breathing, the invitation is, may I be here on my mat, steadying myself, and widening my lens, my perspective. So we integrate the conscious pause. So there's an acknowledgement. I'm no longer doing what I was doing before. And I have no idea what will happen, no idea what will happen later in the day. So I reside in the moment. So I breathe into the collective energy and feel. And this becomes a platform for the conversation inside ourselves. May I be breathed, knowing there is a body. May I be at home in my body, my vessel, my container, cast, whatever you call it. And so we find comfort in here. This body. So if you're reclined, take your time, sit up. If you're seated, a little taller through that spinal linea, a little wider through the collarbones. And then the hands come to the heart center in prayer, picking your intention, your mantra, your dedication for this practice. What brings you to your mat? And then we do one audible release and 3 rounds of Om to anchor ourselves in this moment. Deep breath in, open the mouth. Deep breath in. Blink your eyes open and then move immediately into the direction of either child's pose or all fours, okay? Either child's pose or all fours. Beautiful. So set yourself up, okay? You can come into child's or all fours. As you set yourself up, really let yourself land on your mat, right? More breath in and more breath out. So those first fundamental movements, maybe you've already moved your body a lot this morning or not. Those first fundamental movements, whether you're in child's pose or you're on all fours, they're the great invitation into the breath. And when we come and we sneak into the breath, we may want to just swivel around the pelvis in a new way for those of you in all fours, where you just kind of
feel for our rounding, like when we swirl and we're seated on all fours. And what I always notice in my body is if I suggest a new way of moving, other muscles engage and wake up. So tune into that and attune to where in your body are you still asleep. And then slowly steady yourself. If you're in child's pose, join us in all fours. And let's lift that right leg up with the knee bent and circle the right thigh out, down, and around. So a little tone in the navel, and do about 3. If you're faster than me, you might get 4 in. And then go in the other direction. And the real inquiry is, can you move slow enough that you feel the rotators allowing spaciousness? And when you complete that 3rd or 4th round, hold that right leg up about your hip height, belly and back co-contracting. I'm pushing a lot into my left shin bones. Then I just want you to tap the right knee down and lift it up. Tap down and lift up. One more time. Tap and lift. And now lower that leg and do what I call the door jam. So you lift out to the side and then down. Dog at a fire hydrant, out to the side and down. I can feel my core right now. I don't know what it feels like for you. After your next one, return the leg up high and then straighten or mostly straighten the right leg. And if you want to flex that foot, you'll get a nice rinse there. Extend the left arm and then point the right foot, tap, coiling the pelvis. That's an exhale. Lean a little forward. Inhale, reach, flex the foot. Remember, it's the guidance. You don't need to look. Exhale, round. You're exploring inward. Inhale, reach. We have one more. Exhale. And then reach. Now listen carefully. Lower your left hand down. Lower your right knee down. Take your right hand, which you've been on for a while, put it behind your head. Inhale, lift your right elbow, look to the right, and then exhale, tap the right elbow to the left bum, and then come up. I do need to bend my left elbow a little to get it there. You might not. If you don't want to touch it, you don't have to. And then up, final one here. Exhale, tap, up. Reach that right arm out to the right for a moment, just for a moment, and then place it down. Round your back when you exhale. Articulate the spine into extension when you inhale, yeah? And then very slowly lift the left leg. Circle out, down, and around 3 times. Feel how your hands, fingers are spread and you're hydrating your body as you move the thigh bone in a circle. And then go the other way. So you're really just starting to feel the whole muscles in the trunk, the corset, and also in the outer hip wake up. When you complete 3, I did an extra 1 on that side and I'm okay about it. And you'll lift the left knee and tap it down and up. Steady yourself so you're quiet. Tap down, up. 1 more, down, up. One more, down, up. Now you can take the leg into the fire hydrant. So it just goes out to the side and down. Right? As it goes out to the side, how steady are you? Then lift the left leg, flex the left foot as you extend the leg, inwardly rotate that thigh, right? Again, belly and back as you lift the right arm, tap and point the left foot, push deeply into the right lower leg to the mat, flex the left foot as you extend arm and leg, point, tap, exhale. There's a coiling there. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. Place that right hand down, the left knee down. Take the left hand behind your head. Look left, look to the elbow. Tap, and then come up. You're twisting, yeah? Tap, up, and one more time, rotate, and up, and now take the arm out to the left, put the hand down, come onto your forearms around your back, articulate your spine the other way, slide your right leg back, and your left leg back. You're in the forearm plank, yeah? Take your right foot to the right, straight out and back. Left foot to the left, straight out and back. One more each side, right, left. Lower knees, thighs, pubic bone, navel. Find your way into Sphinx and just rock your hips side to side. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. A little bit of comfort here. Now, if you're feeling more awake in your chest, you can elevate your elbows and lift a bit. And then slowly, gently release down. Push back through child's pose. Push back through child's pose. Downward facing dog. So as we add on in this practice, you have child's pose at any time. If you have a lot of energy today that you want to just move through, you could take chaturanga to up dog throughout the practice, and you can always add on. Reframing looks, feels, and is a way of repositioning and reminding yourself to see the landscape. So whatever you need. Down dog, pedaling your feet. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, dog. So now you're really allowing more breath. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. One more time. Inhale, plank. Lower your knees, your chest, and your chin. Slide forward, lift for low cobra, and then release down. Pin those elbows in. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Breath of an inhale, rising lungs and heart. Exhale, release. You want more, go into plank. You want less, child's pose. Downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands. When you get to the top of your mat, tip your weight ever so slightly forward. Inhale, lift your chest. And then exhale, fold forward and down. Now maybe place the hands on the shins. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Root the feet down, reach the arms as wide as you like. Reach up and then pull the hands to the heart center in prayer. If it works for you, you can close your eyes. If not, just stand still. Hear your breath in and your breath out. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, lift the chest. If you feel ready to hop back, you hop back for chaturanga. I'm going to take my right leg and then the left leg. Elbows are in, yogi push up, low cobra or up dog. Up dog, those thighs are off the mat. Downward facing dog. And again, you start to feel inside. Am I spreading my hands? Are the arms long lines of energy? The skin on the back of the neck, could it be softer? The sit bones, could they lift higher? The breath, could it be deeper? Inhale, rise the right leg. You don't have to do this. You get to right knee, right elbow, and then up. right knee, left elbow. And then up, and then knee to your nose, quietly step right, left foot, top of the mat, Ardha Uttanasana. I'm lifting halfway, and then exhale, Uttanasana. Feet grounded, I come all the way up, arms wide or center. Continue, rinse and flow, fold forward and down. Inhale, lift halfway, elongate your spine. Are you gonna hop back, jump back? I'm gonna step left and then right. You could do child's pose. You can take 3 chaturangas or none. Up dog, down dog. Have some awareness of your feet, your drishti in between your heels. Make the heels disappear, right? So if the heels are V'ing in or A'ing out, find a way so that the bony rhythm, the rhythm of the bones can inspire you to be right here. A smidge of a bend in the knees actually helps the sit bones lengthen up. And then the call to action is wake up, core, lift the left leg, left knee, left elbow, exhale, and then up, left knee, right elbow, up, knee to your nose, step forward, back foot steps, hands on the shins, inhale, exhale, fold. Take a deep bend in your knees and come into Utkatasana. So when you come into Utkatasana, your feet could be together or they could be apart. That becomes a choice for you. If they're together, sit and then reach those arms up. If they're apart, sit and then reach those arms up. And then breathe. Soften your eyes. You're at the top of the mat. Sitting deeply. Ungrip the toes. Slacken the jaw. And then inhale. Spring up. You go up, up, up for that back bend. And then you fold forward and down. It's a little lift as you lean. And then you could hop back, chaturanga, step back. You could go right into down dog. What heals you? What does your body need? Lift the right leg, step the right foot forward, lower the left knee down the top of the foot, and then inhale the arms up. Feel the breath as you reach up. Exhale the hands down. Inhale, mostly straighten that right leg. Outer cuff of the right hip, let it come back. It'll enhance something. Bend right knee, flex left foot, lift left knee, reach arms back, hover chest over thigh. If the left knee needs to stay down, that's up to you. Inhale, reach the arms up as the torso rises. Sit deeper. Grab for an opposite elbow, and then side bend just a little to the right. Again, the left knee could hit the floor. That would be fine. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, the hands to the mat. Inhale, mostly straighten that right leg. So again, that attention and intention, I'm in my body. I hear, I feel, I know my body. Bend the right knee. Take the right leg back. Child's pose is an option. Chaturanga. Up dog is an option. Downward facing dog is an option. Breathe in. Breathe out. The so and the hum of the breath is essential. Lift the left leg, step the left foot forward, lower the right knee down the top of the right foot. Inhale the arms up. It's one long inhale as you descend into the pelvis. Exhale the hands down, mostly straighten left leg. Breathe. Bend left knee, flex right foot, arms reach back, right? Toning and the tonic for the heart center. Wake up the back body. Inhale, slowly come up through center. Obviously, right knee could be down. Opposite elbow, sit as you funnel the ribs. Chin is level or up. Side bend to the left. Inhale, come up through center. Place the hands, mostly straighten the left leg, bit of flossing and breathing and gratitude. Now bend your left knee, cycle through the vinyasa, right? So if you don't want to take the left leg back and do chaturanga, go into child's pose. If you want 3 chaturangas, do it. If you want to go right into down dog, go ahead. One breath per movement, right? Connoisseur of our breath. We notice our breath. We feel our breath in our body. And this also is the remedy for the mind. May I be breathed and may my breath be louder than the dialogue. Lift the right leg. Take the right knee to the left elbow and then up. Right knee, right elbow. Exhale. You get to do this. You don't have to. And up. And then right knee to the nose. Step right foot forward. Step the left foot forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bring the hands to the heart center in prayer, the heart center in prayer here. And then very, very slowly take your left elbow outside your right thigh. Now, when you do this, the left knee tends to bop forward, so you have to kind of look down. I like to make my left hand into a fist and then twist. Scoop the belly in. Then maybe you look down again. What would happen if you rose your left heel? I had to slide my back a bit. Squeeze your elbows in, look down again, channel your inner flamingo, balance, and then lunge back. Now it could be that you just flopped down into this twisting shape. Could be that you decided your left knee needed to be down. Those versions, those variations are great. If you want more and you want to take the hand down, just know that in this twist, it is essential that your breath is breathing you. Okay? So there you have it. You're in that twist. And then your hands come down, mostly straighten the right leg. If the back knee was down, great. Doesn't matter. Bend the right knee again, straighten it. One more time, bend, straighten. And now bend the right knee and come into the plank pose and go onto your left hand, your left forearm, your left knee. Your right foot could be in front. Pick up the hips, stack the hips, funnel the ribs, reach that right arm over your head. Yep. And then slowly, gently place the right hand down. Down dog for a moment, just to feel when you rinse one side and not the other, what do you notice? Plank pose. You could go back to down dog, chaturanga if you want, up dog, down dog. How am I breathing? What does it feel like? Step the right foot forward, turn the left heel in and come into warrior one. Yes, this is the same leg. You stepped it back before, now we're stepping it forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. I like to close my eyes and just feel inside, oh, could I sit deeper? Do my left ribs want to swivel more forward? What's the quality of my breath like? Now the hands will come down to the mat, and guess what? The gift is that left foot, pivot onto the toes, and then launch the left foot forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold. Take a deep bend in your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Take your right elbow outside your left thigh. You can fist the hands if you want. Look down at the right knee, it pops forward, bring it back, and look to the side one more time. If you don't need to look down, you don't. I always like to look down. Shift and rise that right heel. The hack is to squeeze the legs, and then tone the belly, use your breath, and then rise the right foot and gracefully step it back. Or not so much, who knows? Okay, now in this twist, again, I'm gonna reiterate, as your right elbow is outside and you're bringing that right side body across, friends. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. Quality of breath. If that right arm goes outside, that's great. Hands to the mat. Inhale, mostly straighten that left leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale. There's a moment, both legs are straight. And then exhale. Last one, inhale. Bend the left knee. Plank pose. Roll onto the right hand, the right forearm, the right knee. Left foot could be in front. Stack. Track the midline energy. Reach a little higher. And then reach over. Put the left hand down. Vinyasa, down dog, child, your choice. Breath in, breath out. In breath, out breath. Lift the left leg. Step the left foot forward, turn the right heel in, come into warrior one. Okay, here you are, warrior one. Feel, breathe, breathe, feel. Sit deep. Right, what do you notice in the body? Right, where is the mind? Hands down, pivot on the right toes. Launch the back foot forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, come all the way up. It's a front body stretch. Make it a bigger, a little back bend. And then exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, lengthen the chest. Now you can step, hop, jump, your choice. How do you want to breathe? And B, when you get into down dog land, breathe, feel. Land, breathe, feel. What's coming up for you? Where does the breath go? Lift your left leg, not your right one, your left one. Lift it. Take your left knee across to the right elbow. And then up. We were waiting for this one. I know you were. Left knee, left elbow. And then up. And then knee to your nose. Step your left foot forward. Come into warrior two. So we have to watch inside our response when we don't do things exactly the same. Reframing. Right? So we track. Left knee above the left ankle. And then you also watch inside. Oh, we usually begin on the right side. What's happening? Can I sit and be steeped and not grip in my toes? I just felt myself gripping in my toes. The correction, may I be breathed? And then I sit deeper. And then reverse the warrior. Now in the reverse, ease and effort. Ease and effort. Strong legs, ease and effort. Inhale, come up through the center, mostly straighten the left leg and slide into Utthita Trikonasana. Now a block's helpful, a higher grab's helpful, a wider or a narrower stance. Classic drishti up to the right thumb. Maybe you reach over and spin the ribs. Make certain that left shoulder is not what I call holding the phone. Put it down. The call to action is not the phone. The call to action is your breath. Am I breathing? Yeah, I'm breathing. I'm delighting in my breath. Are you delighting in your breath? Bend your left knee. You got this. Put your hands on the floor. Sneak the left leg back. Decide, gee, I'd love a vinyasa. I'd love a child's pose. Okay, same left leg, friends, just for fun. Bend the left knee. Circle 2 times, in, down, and around. In, down, and around. And then 2 times the other way. Now, when you do this, you're hydrating the tissue. And then lift the left leg and bend the left knee. So when you look under your right arm, you can maybe see the foot. Feel that. Big step with the left foot forward, right heel in, up and into warrior two. Yes, we're still on the left side. No, I'm not confused right now. Forearm to thigh, I do get confused all the time, but not right now. Right hand on the hip, spin those right ribs, and then if you want the left arm on the inside, you can take it behind. You certainly don't have to, right? If you bind, friends, if you decide to bind, features of the face stay soft. Mindset is open. You don't have to bind, but if you decide to, okay, that's up to you. So you're still in that extended side angle, or you're bound in it, I don't know. And then slowly you'll inhale, come up, straighten the left leg. Finally, turn your toes in, heels out. Now, the toes are on the same line. The hands go to the hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward and down. Slide the hands underneath you. And then inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, fold. Now, for some of you, this is your great moment to invert. So go ahead and invert. For others of you, you don't want to invert. You don't have to. Right? Sometimes I just like to lean forward, break the rules a bit, and come onto my forearms. It's your choice. In this separate leg stretching, continuity of breath is essential. Continuity of breath. Beautiful. Then walk your hands to your right foot. You had to know that was coming. Pivot on your right heel, your left toes. Sneak that right leg back. And vinyasa, or don't. So here's what will happen. There'll be a memory that's in the past of lifting the leg and tapping. We don't have to do it this time because we did it way earlier. You can, if you want to, lift your right leg, take it across, and then to the left elbow and then to your nose. If not, you just step the right foot forward and come into warrior two, heel to heel, heel to instep. Right? Because before I did it intentionally, I waited several poses. You maybe went and did it because you were worried I forgot. It's okay. Sit deep. Right? We all have layers of fixed mindset, and we want an expansive growth mindset. So sit deep, breathe, and then reverse the warrior. Now, as you reverse, breathe. So you sit into it, and then you feel where in the body is your mind spacing out? Where can the breath be significant enough to tone belly, back, support with the corset? And then inhale, come up, and mostly straighten that front leg and slide in. You don't have to be a greedy grabber. You can keep looking down at the right foot or look up. Now, if the neck feels wonky and looking down feels better, that's where you go, looking to the side or up. You get to decide. Remember, you also had the option for the expression over the expression behind. Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle. Breath in and out. In and out. Bend the right knee. Take the hands down, yeah. Decide if you want a vinyasa, a down dog, a child's, right? Wherever you are, meet yourself, greet yourself. Rise the right leg, yes, the same right leg. This time we do bend the knee and do 2 circles one way, whatever way you want to start with. And then 2 circles the other way, whatever way you want to start with. Is the opposite. And then you straighten the right leg, bend the right knee, and look under that left armpit. Lift, lift, lift. Yawn it. Step the left foot forward, the right foot into warrior two. I do so much backwards that sometimes my right is my left. Forearm to thigh, Utthita Parsvakonasana. Left hand can remain on it. Roll ribs, reach up, over, or maybe wrap behind.
Smooth your breath out and in and out and in. Can it be a breathing, moving experience for you? I don't know, but you know. Inhale, come up through warrior two. Mostly straighten that right leg and then turn your toes parallel. I need a shorter stance today. You may or may not. Hands on your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Front body stretch, right? Not hurrying. Exhale, fold. You can grab the outer edges of your feet. Bend your elbows. Lean forward, lengthen. Right? As you lean and lengthen, maybe you also grab the heels or the toes and you fold more deeply. Maybe you decide, oh, it's better for me to come onto my forearms. Hear the breath in, note the breath out. And then inhale, lift your chest and walk your feet wide apart. So not so wide it feels like you're a wishbone. Wide enough that it feels and you see the outer edges of both feet are sealed down. Mine are. And then you come onto your forearms and you look, and then you let your head drain down. Now, it may just be that you can go further and lean more forward. You might have immediate resistance. Your forearms might not be on the floor. They might be on blocks, a chair. Your legs may have said child's pose, and that's where you went. If not, come back onto your hands, bring your feet heel toe in just a smidge, enough that when you walk to your left foot, you can move your right leg into the right lane. And now you explore inward by bending that left knee, and you can turn the left foot out if you want, lounge lizard. You come on to your forearms, yeah. If it's not available, you don't. If you want to lower the right knee, you absolutely do. More breath. Now ever so slowly back onto the hands, and then move the left leg a little right, lower that right knee down. Now, I would love for you to move your right leg back, your right leg back. When you move your right leg back, you'll notice your left leg gets straighter, right? As opposed to moving your left foot forward, back, and then breathe. I know that was a sneaky way of us getting into Hanuman. Feeling it, breathing it, noticing it. Hear your breath. Now, some of you may have a very flexible split. Some of you may not. For me, it's very dependent upon if I ran, if I biked, if I move my body a lot or a little. And wherever I am, I meet myself. Thank you, hamstrings. Okay. Now, slowly sneaking your way out, you'll come back onto your right toes, and now you'll slide your left foot in, and you'll be in that lunge again. The best news is you get to come out of this. So hands forward, that left leg will go back and up, and you'll bend the knee, and you'll look for the foot, lift the leg higher, and then lower the left foot down. You could take child's pose or high plank, chaturanga, up dog. You don't have to do the vinyasa. You get to do it, so you can be in child's pose right now. 2 more breaths wherever you are. If you're in down dog, you just got there. And then you have a moment inside where you're keenly aware, we haven't done the other side. No, we haven't. And the approach will be different. Are you open to risking? Lift the right leg. Step the right foot forward. Now, take the right leg a little right, left leg a little left. We started with lounge lizard. So you could be on your hands. You could stay up on this side. You can turn the right foot out a little, or you come down onto your forearms. Now, as you're breathing, I really suggest that the back knee is off the mat, but if you need it down, that's absolutely fine. You can look to the right, you can look down, activate your legs. Breathe. I like the skin on the back of my neck to be soft.
Then slowly you come onto your hands, you put your right leg back more, a little neutral into the lane, and then you'll sneak the left leg back. For me, it's always sweeter to be on my knee and inchworm it back. If you're someone who you get to a certain point and you just don't want to inchworm it back, then you'll bring it forward and slide. Now you can see that if the wall was behind you for that left foot, you could push into the wall, right? The right foot, flexing it helps you square your hips. Now, if you're already fully down in the split, you just breathe there. If the split isn't an option, you just breathe here. And wherever you are, the biggest gift that you can give yourself is to just breathe and know that wherever you are, it will change. It will change. It might get deeper, it might get less, deeper, less. Some days my leg gets really far down and some days it doesn't. I'll tell you what's not helpful, to tell myself I'm not doing it well. Right? That's more harmful. It'd be better to be like, oh, this is where I'm at today. No judgment, no critic. You do you though, okay? So slowly now I have to creep crawl that left knee forward and maybe I slide that right knee back. Then the hands come down, the right leg goes back and up. Some of you might have flipped your dog. You straighten the leg or bend it, really reach it back. And then lower the right foot down. Take your vinyasa or take your child's pose. I'm going to take my child's pose and I'm going to imagine doing a vinyasa, beautiful one. And then let's meet in no dog. Plank pose and lower all the way to the floor. Roll your thigh bones in. Reach your arms back. Lift your legs. Lift your arms. Shalabhasana. If it's more user-friendly for your elbows to be bent, and it's more skillful in your action for your elbows to be bent, that's where you go lift. Right? It's all about precision, skillful action, right alignment, lift, and then stack your palms, rest, shake it out. So more than anything, what's important as we craft these uniform back bends is that we embrace where we are in our bodies, right? Not more or not less, exactly where we are right now. So again, arms can reach back, legs can lift and arms can lift. If it's too much for the back, the legs stay down, the arms lift back. If it's too much for the neck, sometimes the goalpost, and then you reorient yourself to lift, 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 and then lower. Stack the other palm on top and shake the hips out. Now the feet could be closer together here, big toes touch, heels apart. Okay, third round, yes. If one of those other ones was too much, just do the easiest, the most user-friendly. If not, we take the hands behind, grabbing your bottom, squeeze your elbows in, lift your chest. Now lift your legs and bend your knees. Let your big toes touch. Maybe the knees can come in. Lift your chest higher. You may have more available. Close your eyes. My eyes are closed. Lift those legs, lift those legs, lift those legs. And now release. Turn your gaze over your right shoulder. Let the left side of your face be on the mat and shake it out if that feels good. If you feel like you've already done enough for your body, this next one you can do the belly shavasana and opt out. If you feel like you're just getting warm, yeah, you will go into bow pulling. Now in bow pulling, you'll bend your knees. I'm going to demonstrate the first one, which is the modification. So you're interlacing your hands behind your back and lifting your chest and then lifting your knees and the palms are together. The other modification is hands on bums. Now, if you're grabbing your feet, grab them, kick up, and then maybe rock and kick and lift. Now, as you kick and lift, you have to, friends, keep going. You have to have your nose
your sternum and your navel aligned. So you're not looking left and right. You're kicking. Go ahead and kick. If you're not kicking, your hands are on your bottom, your knees are bent, or your fingers are weak. Kick a little bit more. Stay with it. Come on. Breathe. Breathe. And then release. And look to your left. The right side of your face is on the floor. Any tension that's unnecessary, any overworking, overextending, the practice is saying, reframe, moderation, moderation. Okay, push up, sit back onto your knees, sit back onto your shins. If you need pranayama cushion or towel in between hamstrings and calves, because that decompresses your knee, great. If not, lift the knees up, lift the chest and the chin, and then come forward. 2 more just like that. Nose, sternum, navel, streamline. If you don't know what to do, you watch, and then you add on feet pointed, inner ankles maybe touching, and then lift chest, chin, bend elbows. Come forward. 1 more time. Chest, chin, hands behind, lift. And then come up. Okay, one choice would be Ustrasana, camel. You'd stand on your knees. If you're newer to this in your practice, it's just reiterating what just happened on your belly for bow pulling. You would have your hands at the base of your spine and you just squeeze your elbows and lift your chest, okay? Squeeze your elbows, lift your chest, more breath, more breath. Lift, 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 friends, lift. And then everybody sits down. Now, the second one, oh my goodness, yeah, there's 2. You can repeat that, you can grab your heels, or if you really wanted Supta Virasana, you can do that. So friends who have a really flexible, really malleable spine and the face features stay soft and attractive, you could approach camel from your heels. If you do that, I'll just demonstrate one. The shin bones push down, I keep looking forward. My pelvis comes forward, 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 and then I would come up. If you're not quite there, you start up and then you go back, pelvis forward, right? Start up, go back, go back, go back. Maybe you grab your heels, maybe you don't. Okay, so overdoing and overextending, bigger aftertaste. Where are you? No watching, you're doing, being, breathing, Ustrasana. And then slowly come down. So you can come forward and vinyasa. I'm just going to sit to the left of my feet and bring them forward. You get to decide. We'll all meet on our bottom. If you did a vinyasa, you just jump your feet to your hands or through your hands, depending upon what you are capable of. And then your feet are out in front of you. Now, I always like to check, are my feet parallel? They are. And then I come back a bit because I know that I want to just find that slow roll of the pelvis down. Slow roll, slow roll, slow roll. Then the feet come in, the hands touch the heels. Maybe. If it's too much, you slide your feet out and you peel up. Roll your outer arms down. Push into your feet and your arms. Lift your hips, lift your hips, lift your hips. And then slowly come down. Now, if you're someone who craves the wheel, go right into the wheel right now. Hands under, hips up. If you're not, do one more half bridge, okay? If you're someone who craves the wheel, hips up, hands behind you, right? And then you go. If you're not craving the wheel today, which is totally fine, I totally get it, then you would half bridge it. Okay, half bridge, half bridge. And then you come down.
Wheel friends, if you feel like you just got a taste of something delicious, go right back up right now. Everybody else, scoot back so your legs can be straight and hug your right knee into your chest. So we're still on this journey of moving, okay? So hug your right knee into your chest and lift your left leg. When you hug your right knee into your chest, kind of curl yourself, yeah? Curl yourself. And then take your hands behind your head. Now switch your legs. Nose, navel, pubic bone again, streamlined, switch. It's like you're tapping a doorbell, switch, switch, keep tapping, switch, switch, switch. When you're complete, switch, right forward, left forward. Now curl a little higher. If you need a break or your hip is going pop, 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 the right leg goes higher up. If not, now the game changes. Twist to the left. Both knees in, curl, twist to the right. Both knees in, curl, twist to the left. Knees in, twist to the right. One more time. Knees in, left. Curl it. This is what gets those low belly muscles working. Twist. And then center. Hands under the thighs, rock yourself up into bent knee Navasana or straight leg. I'm holding. Come a little forward onto the sit bones. It'll make it a little more difficult. Take the hands a bit further. Lift, come a little bit more forward. Now, if you want to rock and roll vinyasa, those of you know how to do it, you rock forward, cross your right calf in front of your left. Put your feet back. You could hop back. Those of you who are not doing it, hang out where you are. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. We all meet back on our seats. Yeah, we all meet back on our seats. Some of you are still holding. Yes, still holding. Now, can your legs go straight and flex and point? And if you want to go a little more forward, go a little more forward. Do you feel your abs? Okay, here's the deal. Bend your knees. Grab your feet, pull them in, rock back and up. Now, if you have low bone density, you don't rock all the way back up. You just stay down and rock little rocks. If you have no issues and you want to rock to stand and rock down, we have 9 of them, you know them, right? We rock back and then up. Now, back and then up. Now, if you want to jump, go to it. You have 7 more. If you're down low and you're just rocking, you still have 7 more. If your rock is here, you still have 7 more. Come on, go, 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 go. It's not a watching moment. It's a clearing moment. It's a freeing moment. It's a getting rid of yesterday and coming into today moment. It's a not a poor me, not a proud me, not my mistakes, not my accidents, just here. Now, after the last one, the good news is you're going to sit right down into Baddha Konasana. Baddha Konasana, yeah? So your feet are together, your knees are apart. Lift your chest and come forward. If you're somebody who has low back sensitivity, feet further apart. So about 2 hands, and then you fold. That's called Tarasana. Tarasana, yeah? So you can go forward. Most common question is, my back rounded or straight? I always answer, where do you feel it? Find where you feel it, because you don't want to miss where you feel it. Fold. Inhale, sit up. I'm mirroring you now. Fold your left knee up. Extend your left foot forward, okay? Slide your body so your right heel is on the inside. Twist, twist, twist to your left. And then come forward and down. Now, if you can reach beyond your foot, this is where a block comes in handy, and you fold into you and you can wrap around. The left ribs lift up and the right ribs navigate down. There is a feeling of breathing.
Inhale, come up. Now take that right ankle on top of the left thigh and slide the left heel in. And the hips back into figure four. If this needs to take place on your back, go ahead and do so. If not, soften your shoulders. So here, no thanks. Here, elbows bend, chest lifts. Where is the epicenter of this stretch, this cohesive opening? It is your right rotators. Okay, if your knee is in pain, your left foot needs to slide out further. This is about the rotators and flossing in that area, okay? So breathe in and out, in and out. One more time, in and out. Release that foot down, that right foot. Take your hands under your thighs, lift up. Now, if you want the rock and roll vinyasa, yeah, the left calf in front of the right, rock yourself forward. I'm gonna do one in my mind. Hands forward, legs shoot back. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog, and then hop to your bottom. Now you'll just slide for just one breath, Baddha Konasana, fold. Inhale, sit up, and now your left leg will go forward, your left leg will go, your left leg will fold in, excuse me, your right leg will go forward. Yeah, I had a moment where I just froze in my mind, not on the screen, hopefully. Sit up tall and then twist to your right, and then the block, right? Now, if you can grab it, if not, your hands are low. Wherever you are, you're just folding in. Lengthen the spine, and again, the right ribs lift, the left ribs lower. So in Janu Shirsasana, that's the name of this shape, you're folding and you're twisting. It's a 2-for-1. Mm-hmm. Inhale, sit up, cross that left outer ankle on the right thigh, slide the heel in. If you want to do it on your back, fine. If you're a pigeon lover, you could be in your pigeon. Sit up tall, feel the rotation in the rotators, the outer left hip, lift your chest. Oh, I just noticed my shoulders were up. My ears bend, those elbows, lift your chest, lift your chest, lift your chest. And then release. Okay, now take your left hand, hug in, and twist very gently to your right. So my knees are bent, twisting very gently to the right. This is like a reclined twist. If you have to do a reclined twist, go there. Come through the center. Hug the knees in. Now, your right hand comes across, left hand behind you. This is your twist. This is a spin and a reframe on being on your back for your figure four and being on your back for your twist, which you absolutely can do. And then slowly you'll come through the center and the legs will go out in front. It'll be one breath up, exhale, one breath forward. Inhale, one breath up, and then slowly, drip by drip, let yourself coil down the spine and unravel into Shavasana. Lift the right side of the chest and the left, and then let the legs slip out. Close your eyes. If for some reason in your body there's a craving for something else, an inversion, you can do that. Be patient and let your eyes go. The tongue, the cheeks, the teeth. Let it retreat into you. So let your heart center and your ribs be heavy. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The great gift of a home practice is you can stay unspooled in Shavasana as long as you like. Otherwise, you wiggle your fingers and your toes with your breath moving through your body. Wrists and ankles. And you rub the pads of your feet and the palms of your hands together. Pads of feet and palms of hands, clear energy, grounded energy. And then you extend your arms and your legs, right? Slower to close and to open. Reach, reach, reach to all beings. And then roll to the right, hug the knees into the chest, right? A moment again of retreating into yourself and gratitude for yourself. Sit up tall, hands heart center. If you're still in resting corpse pose, great for you. Together we do one audible release and one om. Inhale, exhale, inhale. May we keep clear. All it takes is a reframing, a wider lens to clear our vision and begin again. Thank you so much for sharing the practice. Namaste. Thanks so much, friends. I hope that was a pleasant class for you.